Hello, everybody. Today's podcast is all about money. Myself, Angela Cox, and my lovely guest, Simone McCann, we have loads of women in our joint networks. And I noticed about us women one thing: we work hard, we invest in our time in our business, in our careers, in our families, and we do with time forget how to have fun and how to have fun with our money. And also, I noticed myself, my network, my clients often worry about future, about our financial securities. And today we're going to talk about it. We're going to take all the negativity out of the money question and have some lovely advices in a very short podcast that you can enjoy. My guest today is Simone McCann. She is a legend. She knows all about money, and she will give you tangible, nice advices that you can apply in your life. And listen up, tune in, and please enjoy this podcast. And myself, Angela, I am a coach, I'm a mindset coach, and I hope you will get lovely tips today that will allow you to carry on with your money in a different way. Short things to be said about money. We all know from growing up, you probably heard that from yourself, from your mom, Simone, as well. Money doesn't grow on the tree.
Yeah,
That one.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's hard to make money. You have to work hard to make your money. What else is there? You have to save for the rainy day.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you must have a runaway money. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound a little bit like there is the kind of teeny weeny bit of negativity to it?
Yes.
And today we want to, myself and Simone, we just want to take that negativity out of it. And rather than feeling insecure with your income, with what you have, just move forward and secure your future with what you have, because you don't have to have millions to do it. So my guest today is Simone. And Simone, could you please tell me what you do and how you can help our listener?
Okay, thanks very much for the invitation to come along and talk to you, Angela. I'm very passionate about this topic. I am a personal financial advisor, and I suppose I've only been in this business relatively new to, I suppose, experience with this area, but I've enlightened a kind of passion inside me, because I suppose, I don't know, does anybody know out there what a financial advisor does? Yeah. To me, I never knew what a financial advisor did or whether they would be able to help me. And what I'm trying to do is just teach people what I've learned, and in an effort to help them. And as you said, try and make the topic of talking and thinking about your finances not so ick. My tagline is, I'm trying to take the ick out of financial planning. So what you can tell me, actually, what does a life coach have to do with money?
Well, you see,
I think I know, but let me tell me.
As we know, in any project you do, absolutely any project you do, is 95% of a mindset and 5% of other stuff, which is action or whatever it is to make your project successful. The same goes for money, because if we cling on to the statements that we were reared with, which is you have to work hard for your money. So the hardness is in it. You always have to save for rainy day. Okay, there is a bit of a scarcity involved, so you need to hang on to what you have tight. You need to have runaway money. Okay, I mightn't argue with that, but it's still a little bit of we're clinging on to what we have. And there is a scarcity about it that I invite everyone today, whether you have wonderful outlook and wonderful mindset about money, good, still not too bad to hear the refresher. If you feel that you're a little bit apprehensive and you feel that you'd like to make more, or can I make more? Am I able? And how can I secure my future? Just turn the page. You turn the page, and as if there is a book with a blank page on it, you look at that blank page and start fresh. Listen to this podcast carefully and start afresh. Now, I will give you a few more tips after just a couple of questions. I want you, Simone, to tell our women, particularly women in this network, because we do spend time with children. We do spend time with minding our families, and we end up worrying about our own future, our own securities, financial securities. What can you advise? Some practical things that women can start doing right now, so our money works for us rather than we keep worrying about how is it going to be.
Yeah, well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you talk about the way we've been reared thinking about scarcity. My first thing is I'm trying to think of abundance. There's an abundance of everything out there, and if you now have a kind of a abundant feeling about it. But then practically on my side of, I suppose, what I do is that I provide, I suppose I offer free consultations. And to me, everybody's advice for everybody is the exact same, is that everybody needs to talk to a financial advisor. I never did. I only ever did a financial review myself when I started this role, and it gave me a very good clarity. And again, I wouldn't have thought I was too rich. I thought you'd have to be too rich or to maybe not even have any money to nearly need to go and see a financial advisor. But I think no matter where you're sitting on the scale with your finances, the first part of my process is to just really look at where you are today. So my process is very simple. As I said, I offer free consultations because I really want this to be available to everybody so that they can get a sense of where they are, and people become less uncomfortable speaking about their finances. Not that we have to tell everybody, but between yourself and your family, that it's not a negative thing and a kind of scary thing, like you said, like the way we brought up, like you never talk about money because it's materialistic. Whereas I think we should be like celebrating and really just looking at what we have. So what I do, I suppose, my process simply is I liken it to doing a Google Maps. So my first process, I'm trying to make it as easy and as simple as possible, not going into too much jargon, but just making sure that people then look, first step, and again, for all the women that we particularly mentioned, having this review with your partner is really important too, because both people really need to understand where they are. I think a lot of my clients to date anyway, their husband knew everything about what was set up, and the wife had no insight and no kind of input. So to me, that's okay if you're talking about doing the washing or doing the ironing, we can split those chores. But for finances, I think you both need to understand fully where you're at. So I would always encourage that the two partners in any relationship attend the meetings, and you go through and you just look at where you are today. So you're setting your destiny, or you're sitting in your current location. So that's step one. Step two is then we look at where would you want to go? And to me, for I think a lot of women here, we haven't even thought about that. If we had to think about that for our children, it would be already done. All the policies would be in place because it's for our children. But if we have to do it for ourselves, we somehow forget about ourselves. And I suppose, to me, the earlier you can do something, the better. However, it's never too late. So I do like to assure my clients that. So then to me, it's even to start thinking about and talking about to your husband, your partner, about what are we going to do? How are we going to celebrate this life that we've lived and enjoy these wonderful children that we've, I suppose, brought into the world and kind of reared. So that's the process then, is that then you look at where you want to go, and we've started with where you are. And my role, I suppose, is to get you there. And obviously, there's many different paths, there's many different routes, and maybe you'll take a U-turn, but you still need somebody to kind of direct you. And that's where I see the role of a financial advisor. So another thing that I know, I suppose, thinking of the women here on the call, is that I've spoke to a lot of clients who are saving their children's allowance. I don't know if you do that, Angela, but no. I knew a lot of people who did, and they're putting it in a credit union, and it's fantastic. But I never got that memo. I would have wished I had done it, because when the kids do, my kids are getting older, so for them to go to college, if they want to go, I will find the money, but I could have made it so much easier for myself. Yes. And that's, I suppose, why I'm passionate about sharing that.
Yes. I also mentioned about runaway money, and in such a kind of a joking way. Yeah. You see, to have a savings account, I love that idea for anybody. Whether you want to save it for runaway or run away to Italy for a couple of weeks in the sun or whatever, it's so important. So from my point as a coach, how can I help to give you quick 3 tips for your mindset to start kind of shifting your mindset today? As I said, turn the page. Whatever you know about money, just park it aside for a minute. I'm not saying it's all bad, good, or whatever. It's just leave it for a minute and start afresh and allow yourself just to explore, just a kind of internal inquiry. Am I happy with my current earnings? That's one of them. Another one is, do I believe I can make more? You might want more, that's fair enough. Like, who doesn't? But do we believe we can make more money? Okay.
Yeah.
And the another one, the third one is, do I feel my future is secure? Because sometimes we're just so caught up in working, earning, whatever, life is busy, but there is that little bit of anxiety on the, back of the mind or somewhere that, oh gosh, like we save for Christmas, we save for children's future, we save for everything. So how do we save that when I retire, I relax? So for me, it's my pension. And this is something I really think people should look at and invest it wisely rather than shove it somewhere, let them, whatever the institution the money is with, let them take care of it. Visit it often, reschedule the things, see what fund works for you. And but that's all more of your area than mine, but for me, close to my heart because
so important.
Almost everybody has it. Do you know what I mean? Even if you have a little bit of savings, see how that works. And I do believe in putting money away. I do. And putting money away. And then again, rather than leave it sitting in the bank, maybe think of investing. I'm nothing in my head about investment, not a breeze. I don't know anything, but that's how we need to go and see financial advisor about it. Because
absolutely,
like even in the family unit, you can have partner or somebody advising you about things. Always good to have a third opinion, second opinion, to say, look, what does actually educated person with the loads of experience and expertise can tell me about how to invest my money wisely. Now you can start from as anything like, I don't know, 100 euros, I'd say. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be millions.
It is. It's just it's a discipline, and I suppose everybody has a pot. Everybody has a pot, and it's what you do with that pot. And I suppose what I want to do is help you make the right choices to do the best while living your life at the moment, but also considering your future. And then also, unfortunately, for considering the future if something, God forbid, happened to you or your partner. And this is why it's just so important that everybody just has a good understanding of how they are set up. And I think, again, the mindset is very important, and what you can bring to people. And that's why I really think it's really beneficial to have the talk with the two of us, because I really think that one can't go without the other, and to make it easier and more accessible, they need to have the mindset to be open to think about it.
Yes, that's very true. So to wrap it up, this kind of short session, I want to just say, okay, I advise you to open the fresh page. If anybody wants to start dealing with their money in a different way, or beginning to think about future, even if you're in your late 20s, whatever, it's just the right time, because then you're so relaxed, it's taken care of. And I know, like, young people especially, they don't feel anything need to think about it. But anyway, 20th, 30th, doesn't matter what age, always have money to put away a little bit, some of it that you can actually rely on, and you can play with this money. Invest, pension, savings, whatever it is. You can use it on holiday, you can use it on your children or whatever. About the mindset, the 3 important things is, ask yourself, am I happy with my current earnings? Do I want to earn more? And do I feel I'm able to? And also, is my future secure? That's for the mindset bit. For the financial bit, I would advise to anybody to have financial advisor. It's just something we miss doing, we kind of, you know, it's kind of falls between the floorboards.
Yes.
And I think it's
Yeah.
so critical. It's important.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a kind of necessary evil, and I think everybody tries to put it on the back foot, and that's why I suppose, and just to conclude from my side, taking the ick out of financial planning is what I want to do by making it not so icky.
Brilliant.
And that's it.
Yeah. Lovely chatting to you, and I hope we'll do it again. And thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Angela. I really appreciate it.